Today we're making a coffee table and I'm going to show you how to separate resin colours with a silicone rope, and also with some twists and turns how to do ocean waves. So sit back and relax as we make a beautiful resin coffee table. Wow, look at this today. I've got a new mould and it is 49 centimetres by 30 millimetres deep, 490 millimetres diameter. But I have got some resin mixed up here, 450 grams of resin, and I've got three colours here: the macaroon, the light blue and the orange. That's my silicone rope, and I'm wondering if I can somehow separate the colours just for the first layer. I've got some stones here that I might use. I've got white ones and I've also got some pale blue ones. So I'm wondering whether to use those. I've got my resin here, which I'm now going to put my colours into, and then we can sort of start and see what happens. I just love experimenting. I like seeing what happens when we try something different. Put some of that. I just guess it really. I go by looking to see how the colour looks once it's blended. That is a pretty vibrant orange. Not sure if I really want it that vibrant. Oh, that's, oopsie, I used the wrong one there. That's the same light green. I meant to use the blue, so that's going to end up with a bit of a blend, but that's okay. I might even put a little bit of white in this one. I didn't really want it that orangey, so let's see if we can just tone it down a little bit. And let's mix those up. That's a pretty colour now, but I think I might try putting some coffee into it. I want it more of a sandy sort of look. That's actually, I've picked the wrong one. I've got an alcohol ink, so that's, I thought, wonder why it went like that when I put it in. All right, well, let's have a look at this one. It's a beautiful colour. I like that. It's really pretty. I'm not sure if that silicone rope, it's not tied down, so I'm not sure if that will work in separating the colours. But we shall see. If it works, it'll be good, because it's a problem a lot of us have when we're working with the resin, is it blends in together very quickly before you have a chance to really do your design. I guess the other thing I could do is put some of these stones down. That will help as well. So I might do that. I've got a few white ones here. I think they're better going around the edges. think I'll pour some of the light green in here and see, let's see what happens. And then some of the blue here, and this will be interesting now to see if they merge. I will have to make up more resin. And then this one here, I might go around, I'll leave those stones there for the moment. I might just do it around here for the moment. And I'm going to go and make up some more resin, and let's see what happens with those colours, whether they stay where they are or whether they start to blend. Well, I'm back and I've mixed some more of my colours up, and we're going to do the next bit now, and I'm still not exactly sure what I'm doing. As usual, I tend to make it up as I go along, but I'm happy that the colours didn't sort of blend in together. That's pretty good. So I have got a little bit of clear here. I think I'll go with the sandy colour first around here to fill this up. I'm trying to stop the resin from doing what it wants to do for once. This time I want it to do what I want it to do. So I shall pour a little bit of this on here, because we need to get a little bit, I'll put a little bit of clear in here as well. This is sort of like the water, isn't it? I'm sort of trying to do a water scene, and there the rocks underneath with a pool of water in the middle there. But I will put some more rocks down too, I think. I think we've got quite enough rocks. And I've got the blue still here. I wonder if I should pull the rope out or not yet. Or whether I should leave it for the next layer. I mean, technically it should come off, because resin doesn't stick to silicone. But we don't know, do we? And if I take it off now, everything's just going to merge. So I think I might have to leave it, and we'll do a little bit more water here, a little bit more of our water blending in here, and a little bit in there, because we want it to sort of get a bit of a natural look. That rock there. Whenever I'm working with resin, I always clean as I go. It's so important. If you don't, like for example that, now I'm going to spray a little bit of isopropyl alcohol in there and I clean it straight away, because if I don't, it will end up sticky and then I have a bigger problem. Well, do we take off that silicone rope now, or do we leave it and then come back and sort of fill in those bits where the rope is? I think so. I think I might leave it. Don't know. I know if I take the rope off now, it'll just start to all merge in together. So we'll leave it and then we'll come back with our second layer. Okay. Hi, I am going to take the rope off. It's been just a few hours and I've been doing some other projects, but I thought, okay, before it dries completely, I'd better take it out. So this could be messy. So I think I better get a plastic bag. I shall place it here to put the rope on, because it's going to be messy, but I think I will take it out now. I don't know whether this is the right thing to do, but it's too late to change my mind, as you can see. And you can see they've already started to set. But I'm happy with that, because it did stop it from totally merging together, which is, so unless it continues to merge overnight, I'm happy with that. Hi, I'm back, and it's a few days later, and look at that. That's really great, the way that separated my water. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing next, but I need to take this off the silicone rope so I can reuse my silicone rope. So all you need to do is just crack it. There's that silicone that's dried on it. Just crack it and then just peel it off, and then you can reuse your silicone rope again. I'm back here and ready to pour a little bit more into this, and I'm wanting to get some waves. I haven't actually done this before, as usual. I'm always saying that, I know, but I'm always trying something that I haven't tried before, and I haven't tried this before, okay? So bear with me. I'm using Ocean Coat. I'm using this Ocean Coat, which is from Just Resin. I'll just turn it around. That's part A in the red and part B, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio, this one, so it's quite heavy, quite thick, high viscosity. I've got my rocks around here, which I probably should have made that, and I will now. I think it should be more, there should be more water up here, I think, because where the rocks are sort of more the shoreline. So I think we'll put the blue here. Very thick. You can see it doesn't spread very much. I was debating whether I should put my silicone rope back in to try and divide it still, but I might use my silicone stick. Might be better to get it out with. I don't want to waste any. I don't know whether I'll need to mix up some more as well. I'm not sure what this is going to do. I might just spread that out a little bit. I mean, that could be a little bit of a sand bank or something, I guess, but that looks a bit better now. It's like the sand is underneath the water, doesn't it? I hope. What do you think? Oh dear. Fun and games. Now, what am I going to do next? I think I'll pour this green. And we might just put this over here. I think I'm going to end up making this a coffee table. I think it'll be a nice coffee table. I'll order some legs for it from Vivor, like I did last time I made my coffee table. They're beautiful, strong legs, good quality. Okay, now I think what I'll need to do is just give that a little bit of a blow. Not moving at all, is it? It's very, very thick. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I'm going to try just putting a bit of white now along here. People are always making those lovely boards with the ocean waves. I've never tried them before. One day I will, but so far I haven't. And I've got my this little gun. I'm not sure how that'll go. I'm sure a lot of you out there have done this sort of thing before and probably do it a lot more. You're probably a lot more experienced. So if you see something I'm doing wrong, please tell me. Or something that I could do better. Not necessarily wrong. We all have our own methods, I guess. Well, what do you think of that? Not looking too bad, really, is it? The only thing is that I sort of feel now I need to get a bit of clear in, or some more water around here. So what I'll do, I'll go away and I'll mix some more of the blue and the green to pour around here, because it's sort of like the waves shouldn't be coming, I don't know, should they be coming into there? If I turn it around and see it from the view that you're seeing it from, if that's the shore, I will go away and mix some more, because it will need some more. So, and I'll be back. Well, here I am, and I've mixed up another lot of the blue-green colour. So I've put in that one there, the light blue, and the macaroon light green. So I've mixed those two together, and it's a beautiful colour. Look at that. And this time I've used epoxy. I love their resin, epoxy from Melbourne, Australia. I've used their ultra clear, and I'm hoping it doesn't, I'm going to put it around here, and I'm hoping it doesn't upset my waves. But I didn't want to use the one-to-one. I would have used way too much resin, and a little mosquito there I just got. I would have used way too much resin, and it's very thick, and whether it, yeah, it's done a beautiful job there, just remaining where I wanted it. So I'm really happy with that. So that was a Just Resin ocean coat. Okay, let's do this. Let's pour this in here. It's a nice sea green resin for our water. I'm just hoping now that it doesn't blend. Oh, is it going to go over? It might, but look, it doesn't matter. I can always come back and do another little bit of a coat anyway if it does. See, it doesn't really matter. It creates that effect of water on top of water. It almost gives it a bit more of that wavy effect, doesn't it? I've still got more white. I could put some more waves in, but I don't want to overdo it either. I thought they turned out actually quite well, those waves. Let me know what you think in the comments. Okay. So now, does it need some more waves or not? Let's try. Always up for trying something. That'll do, I think. More, I don't know, more waves. I probably need to come back with some more ocean coat when it's dry again, and maybe that will work better. Like I love that sort of effect where it was just sort of sitting there on the top. I'll use the heat gun this time and see if that... Yeah, okay. Well, that's all I'm going to do today, and we'll come back and take another look at it. There's still some air bubble, little bubbles there. I'll blow those away. Hi again. I was going to leave it, but I've decided to come back, and I wanted to put a bit more of a darker blue around there, because I think it needs to be darker around the perimeter and lighter as it goes out. Or should it be the other way around? Oh, I should have looked at some seascapes, shouldn't I, before I started this. But anyway, I've mixed up a bit of a blue. I think I've used the green, that one, and I've used that darker blue and some of that blue as well. So I've used, and I think I used the rest of this little one here. So I've sort of ended up with that colour, which is, I still wanted the greeny colour in it. I'm thinking I'll just, I can always come back and do another ocean coat for that wave effect, to have the different layers of waves. But for now, I'm going to pour this. And I wanted you to be here to see it, so that you can see the whole process, not just part of it. I just hope I'm doing the right thing. I'm going to put a few more, I've still got a little bit of white left as well, so I will try and put a few more lines, but I don't know, should I just go around here, maybe, and just, I don't want it too blue, too dark blue. Don't want to get rid of that pretty green. Don't know. Like a painting, isn't it? You've got to stand back and just sort of have a look at it and say, well, what does it need? I do need to pour more anyway, because this is I've got rocks sitting up here which I am going to need, you know, more. Right, we shall leave it now. That's it. I'm not coming back until this layer is dry, and then we'll look and see what we're going to do next to it, okay? Thanks. Hi, I'm back here with you again, and going to have another try at getting this right. I don't mind that sea there. I've turned this around so I can sort of see this is the shore, and that's the sea going out. So I do want some waves coming in though, so that didn't really work that well for that. So I've mixed up some more resin. I've got ocean coat here in the blue and the white, and I've used a little bit of that blue and a bit of this green and a little bit of this darker blue in there, just to sort of get the colours. And then I've got my shore, and I've used this orange mixed with the coffee alcohol ink. So that's an interesting colour, but I just needed to get something that it looked, I've sort of lost my shore. And of course then I've got my white for the ocean waves. And I've also got this one, which is a little bit, I wanted a bit of darker blue. I'm in two minds about it because I don't want to spoil this effect here, but that's going out into the ocean, so it should be a little bit darker there. So let's see what happens, okay? I'm going to first pour a little bit of my orange colour, orange and coffee, for my shoreline. And a lot of my stones are sort of hidden now too, but I've got to cover them anyway, because although I'll probably end up doing a clear coat. Because obviously I don't want them sticking up. So that's sort of my shore. And now I think next I'll do this ocean coat blue. See how thick that is? Like, you can see that's a really thick viscosity, whereas that other one was, you know, much lighter. So this should hopefully sort of remain around here. Yep. And that ocean coat's from Just Resin. Try and get all this out. I used quite a bit of this for this project, but hopefully it'll turn out to be a really nice coffee table, so it will be worth it, won't it? I've still got to order the legs for it. That just reminded me. I'm going to do that later, because it won't be too long before this is ready. Now I've got some bubbles there, so you see them popping there. Now what's next? Okay, white. I think we'll go with the white. I might not need all this white. Okay. Let's see what we do with this now. My little air condenser gun. I should have them blowing in, shouldn't I, this way? Oh, don't tell me you've run out of battery. Oh dear. I've got to charge her up again. Oh dear. I'll have to use the other one. I'll have to charge. It hasn't been charged for a while. I'm not sure if this is going to have enough power though. doesn't look too bad. What do you think? It doesn't look too bad. I don't know now whether I should risk. Oh, I might. I'll put a little bit of this darker blue up here. I don't have to put a lot. I could always put some more waves, can't I, on top? Made too much resin, but I want to be able to see some of that light green underneath. This one's a little bit too blue. Just put a little bit more white along here. Yeah, dripping everywhere. That's not good. Now, I think waves come into the shore, don't they? So I still need to have a bit more white down this way. Because they have to come onto the sand. I think I'm going to have to put a few more rocks in though, because those rocks are now quite hidden. actually like the way it's looking. I'm you know, I mean, there's a big amount there that's got no resin in at the moment, but the clear will fill that and it might give it a little bit more dimension. So I don't mind that. Here I am back again, and we're going to do our last final coat, I'm hoping. If not, it'll be 2 more coats. I've mixed up about 450 grams of resin, super deep, epoxy, because I want this to be nice and clear with no bubbles, because hopefully it's a final coat. And you can see how this has sort of left a little bit of a pool there and a pool there, and that just gives it a little bit of dimension. I mean, we started off with that silicone rope, remember that, and to try and separate the different parts. Well, I didn't end up doing that, as usual. When you start to create, things happen, and I didn't end up, you know, keeping them separate like that. But at least we know that we can do it. So next time, if you have got a project that you need to separate a part from another part, you know, you can place a silicone rope there and it will do it quite effectively. But for now, let's pour this, and then all that needs to be done is to put the legs on. I've ordered the legs from Vivor, and they were only about $40, and they're steel, powder coated, so I'm going to hopefully get those soon and be able to finish it off and show you. I hope you've enjoyed watching this, and come back again and see what else I create. And don't forget to subscribe and to like and comment as well, because that all helps the analytics and hopefully get to be able to make more videos. Hi, I'm back, and I've been working on this behind the scenes. I wasn't quite satisfied with the this bit here with the sand, the rocks or whatever it was. I wasn't sure whether it was a cliff or whether it was a sandy beach, but I wanted to be a bit more sandy looking. So I've added some alcohol ink and some resin dye, and as you can see, it's a little bit more sandy now. And I also did a little bit more ocean coat and a few more waves. I don't know whether you can see, but it's got a few different dimensions in there with the sea under, you know, you can see the sea underneath and the waves. So I don't know, what do you think? I'm going to now unmold it, and I might have to call on my husband to help me, Barry, and because it's quite thick. Now we'll just go slowly here. So maybe turn it up on the side, and we'll just unmold. You can see the different layers there. So that's going to look really, really pretty when I put the legs on it, and you'll be able to see all those stones, and you can see underneath, it's got all those stones underneath. So it's quite dimensional, and remember how we started off with the pinky colour, and I wasn't sure what I was going to be making. Well, there it is underneath. So what do you think? Like, it's sort of quite interesting, isn't it, with the different layers? So what we're going to do now is put the legs on, and I'll come back and show you when it's all been completed.